Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Abamada Rato Bhikkhu Pamade Veya Dasiwa Abhavo Parihanaya Nibbanasewa Sandike. The monk who delights in heedfulness and looks with fear at heedlessness will not fall. He is close to Nibbana. Another translation, a bhikkhu who takes delight in mindfulness and sees danger in negligence will not fall away. He is indeed very close to Nibbana. This stanza was taught by the Buddha when he was living in Jetavana monastery in Savatthi. With reference to Nigama Vasi Tissa. There are also many Tissa with the different names. This Tissa used to stay in the small town. That is why he is called Nigama Vasi Tissa. You know, there's one small town near the Savatthi city, Nigama. There's also one good man from good families. After listening to the Buddha's Dhammapada, then he was ordained as a bhikkhu. Then when he became a bhikkhu, then he used to stay in the small town where there are many relatives. Then he also practiced meditation diligently. Is it? Abhaicha. He is very famous as Abhaicha. He has fewness of desire, not so many ones. He don't order many passes frequently. Is it? Santoto. He is very content. He was very contented bhikkhus, satisfied bhikkhus. Pavvedo, he liked the secluded place. He don't want to associate with too many people. He don't want to talk. He don't want to waste his time by having conversation. He liked to stay alone by practicing meditation. Arada Viriya, he practiced meditation diligently without being lazy. Then he is very famous with those qualities. Then Sonibada Nyati Gamewa Pendaya Visarati. After ordination, then he stayed only in this small town where there are many of his relatives there. Is it? Then he used to go to the relative's house for food only. He didn't go anywhere. Then sometime, in the Savatthi city, Anatta Pendika also have very big offering ceremonies. He invited many thousands of bhikkhu headed by the Buddhas for food, but he didn't join. Sometimes, Pasenari Kosala, the king Kosala also arranged very big offering ceremony in Savatthi city in his royal palace. For example, like Asatisa Dana, Asatisa Dana means incomparable offering ceremony. Very great offering ceremony. Nobody can compete with the Kosala king. He arranged such kinds of offering ceremony one time in Savatthi city. Then he did enjoy. Although many bhikkhu are joining in those kinds of ceremony. Then he only just go to his relative's house for alms food. Then what happened? When he is doing in this way, then many bhikkhu confused. Many bhikkhu have doubt regarding Nigama Vasi Tissa. He has too much attachment to his relatives. He only just go to his relative's house for alms food. He didn't go anywhere. Many bhikkhu blames Venerable Nigama Vasi Tissa Thera. Not only they blame to this Thera, then they also inform the Buddha. One day, there's one bhikkhu, namely Tissa. He used to stay in this small town. He only just go to his relative's house for alms food. Even there are very big ceremony in Savatthi city, he never comes for those ceremony. To me, he has too much attachment to his relatives. Many people blame and they also report the Buddha. Then the Buddha asked the bhikkhus to call him. Then because of the Buddha's order, then Venerable Tissa, Nigama Vasi Tissa went to the Buddha. Then the Buddha also asked, you stay only in this small town? You went to your relative's house for alms food. Only? Why you have too much attachment to your relatives? Then the Buddha also asked. Then Bhante, sure, I used to stay in this small town and never go anywhere. I go to my relative's house for alms food. I never go anywhere for alms food. But I don't have attachment to my relatives. Then I go to my relative's house for alms food. Then, for example, after one or two houses or a few houses, they give alms food to me. They offer alms food to me. Then I have enough food for my meal. Then I never go any other houses. I only just go such kinds of house. Then when he goes to his relative's house, one or two houses, then enough, he gave enough food to eat. Then he never go further. He never find many foods for him. Then if it is enough for me to have, then he eat this food and he practice meditation diligently. He don't want to be busy too much, by ordering too much parcel. Is it? Like Sally. Many Sally are ordering too much parcels, is it? Cannot, sometimes they cannot reach the monastery in time. Then they blame, why monastery closed? Something like that. In this way, the Buddha explained, actually not because of attachment to his relatives, because he has enough food with the few houses. That is why he don't go any other donation ceremony. Then also he wished to stay alone by practicing meditation. He don't want to associate with many people. He don't want to find many. He has fewness of desire. He is very contented. He is very contented. He is very satisfied with a few things. He don't find too many things. Then the Buddha explains, the Mathera explains to the Buddha in this way, respectfully. Then, instead of blaming him, the Buddha praised him in front of many bhikkhu who blame him. Is it? Then the Buddha praised. How to praise? Anachariyan Kopanita or Sadhu Sadhu. Sadhu sadhu. Nyatihi me sanseko nama nati pande. I have no attachment to my relatives. When he explained in this way, then Ejoharan yamata aharan labami lukewa panitewa. Yapana mati lade punake ahara priyesana. Good or bad, no problem. Whatever food I received, then I have this food, then after that I practice. Yapana mati, only just suitable foods for him. He will not find many. Then ahara priyesana, king ahara priyesana. Then I don't want to waste my time buying searching for the food, too many foods. Oh, he says like this. Is it? No need to cook in your kuti. Only just have with the food arranged by the monastery. Enough. Something like this. Oh. Then the Buddha also says sadhu sadhu bhikkhu. Sadhu sadhu. The Buddha calls sadhu sadhu. Yeah. The Buddha phrased Venerable Nigama Vasi Tissa in front of many bhikkhu sangha. Then he also said, Anachariyan Kopanitan bhikkhu, this is not wonderful things. Yandon Madisa Achariyan Labekto Apicho Hosi. Now you are a bhikkhu in the mind dispensation, the Buddha's dispensation. That means you have a teacher like me at the present. Then Aya Abhijata Nama Mama Tandi. This is our tradition, our lineage of the Buddha. Contented is the lineage of the Buddha or tradition of noble person. Oh, that is why. Is it? Not only this one, then the Buddha also says the birth story from the Jataka, Suwa Jataka. The Sula Suwa Jataka. In the Jataka, 430th Jataka. You can find in this Jataka. Why? When the Buddha was fulfilling the 10 paramis for his enlightenment, one life he became parrots. Is it? But he is the parrot's king. Then he was living in one fig, F-I-G, fig forest. Fig forest together with large number of his followers. Then the fig tree, a lot of fruit bear. Then many parrots eat this tree, this fruit. When they finish, no more food after eating. Then what happened? Then many parrots flew to the other forest to find the other fruits. But the king of the parrots didn't leave, didn't go, didn't fly any forest. He only just remained in this fig tree, although there's no food, no more fruit. Is it? Then what happened? He only just eat the leaf or the fig tree, sometimes maybe the sprout or the fig tree. Even if there's no leaf, what happened? Maybe the fig tree become dry. Then what happened? Even he eat the bark of the tree. He never leave from this tree. He only just stay in this fig tree for a long time, many times. Then, at that time, because of his content, his satisfaction, Saka's seed became shaken and hot. Then what is the reason? Is there anyone who want to take over my seat? This is the Saka's thinking. If someone his seat become hot and shaken, then he thought in this way. Now also maybe someone want to take my seat who is this? Then when he considered, then he saw, oh, because of his practice, his contentment, apacha, fewness or desire, his few wants. Then, okay, then I want to test his virtue. Why he stay in this factory without living through the other, living for the other forest to find the fruit. Then what happened? Then Seka and Suja, they also disguise as the goose, like maybe a kind of bug, Hansa bird, is it? Can fly very far away. Then they disguise, they create, become two birds. Then they flew to that factory where there's the parrot skin. Then they also stay in one branch. Oh, sorry. Then before coming here, then the Seka trying to weather the factory. Then it became weather, then no more leaf. Even it became, the dry. When the strong wind comes, it will break. Is it? It will break. Then in this way, he make the factory to be weathered. Then when the strong wind comes, it also broken. They only just the tree without leaf and without branches. Is it? Then he also stayed there. The parrot skin didn't leave from this tree. He only just stayed there. How he eat? Then he eat only just bark of the tree, skin of the tree. Also sometimes even the tree rot. Then he also eat the powder of the tree. Then sometimes he go, this tree was near the Bengal River, Ganga River. Sometimes he go in, drink the water in the Ganga River. Then sometimes he eat the bark of the tree or powder of the tree. In this way, he stay alone without leaving from the tree. Then how do you think? He has attachment to the tree or not? Okay, then the Seka, he wants to test his virtue. What is the reason? He is very content. He is very satisfied with the food. He is not greedy, although he is the animal. What is the reason? Then he disguised as the goose together with Suja. Then they flew to him. Then they asked. He asked, why you don't leave the tree? Many parrots flew to the other forest to find the other fruit. But you are always in this tree without leaving from the tree. What is the reason? Then he answers, when there are fruit in this tree, we are eating those trees. That is why, although they are inanimate, I feel they are grateful. We have gratitude towards this tree. We have gratitude towards this factory. Because of this reason, although it began dry, although it began withered, then I don't fly to the other tree. I only just stay whatever food I have from this tree. Tell me, he is not greedy. He don't find. He only just eat whatever monastery arranged. Is it? Then whatever fruit is there, in this way. Then the parrot can say to the Seka. Then Seka also show his original body. I am Seka. Then I only just come here to test you because of your virtue, your morality, your satisfaction, content. Then I will give you one award. Okay, you only just, when there's no fruit in this tree, when it withered, when it dried, then You go and take the water from the Ganga river. Then pour the water on the tree, fat tree. Then in this way, if you pour the water on the tree constantly, then it will grow again. Then the leaf will come out. Then the fruit also will bear all the times without despairing. Then become Amata tree, the deathless tree. Because of power of Saka. Then Saka gave such kinds of awards to the king of the Paris. Since this time, then he also never goes to the other tree. He only just stays in this tree until he passed away. Is it? That means he is very content. He don't find any other extra food. He only just he is content with the fruit in this tree. Then saying this, the Buddha said, the Paris king was the courage king at the time. Venerable Anuruddha was what? Saka. Anuruddha usually Saka, but in the Dhammapada story, maybe typing wrong, Ananda was the Saka. In the original Jataka story, Anuruddha. Okay, the Anuruddha was the king of the Deva. Then the Buddha says to the Bhikkhu Sangha. Then after listening to the Suva Jataka, and then the Buddha also says to this stanza, Apamada Rado Bhikkhu Pamade Bhya Dasiwa Abhabo Brihanaya Nibbana Sewa Sandike. Apamada Rado Bhikkhu, the man who delight in heedfulness. A bhikkhu who takes delight in mindfulness. Apamada is mindfulness or heedfulness. He is very diligent. They are practicing Sila Samadhi Panya all the time, or such kinds of bhikkhu. Then Pamade Bhaya Dasiwa, or Pamade Bhaya Dasiwa, or they look with the fear at heedlessness, or sees dangers in negligence. They are always seeing as danger in negligence. Negligence. What will happen? The heedlessness. Okay? Then what will happen? Abhabo Brihanaya Nibbana Siva Santike. Abhabo Brihanaya, will not fall away. Will not fall away. Abhabo Brihanaya, if they have such kinds of diligence and mindfulness, they are afraid of heedlessness. Then what will happen? They practice samatha and vipassana meditation diligently, then they are successful. Then they attain. Samatha vipassana dhammehiwa megapaliwa prihanaya abhabo. It is impossible to fall away from the samatha and vipassana, or that they have already practiced. Then they also practice up to megaphala. Then megaphala also will never decline, will never despair again. Nabi Bhatibi Prihayati. Now they are practicing diligently in this way. They haven't attained such kinds of attainment yet. What will happen? Then they can attain. They can attain. Nabi Bhatibi Prihayati, it will never decline, it will never decrease. Then na abadani na papunati, you haven't attained the higher attainment yet. Also don't worry, you will attain. Like this. Nibbana Siva Santike. Then he is indeed very close to Nibbana. Then me kilesa break Nibbana. Kilesa Nibbana, Kilesa Prinivana. For example, when you attain one path knowledge, for example, Sotapatti path knowledge, then it will destroy the respected defilement. Then in this way, they can continue to practice, then they become Arahanta. At that time, no more defilement. They completely destroy the defilement. Although he is still alive, although he still have 5 aggregate, then this is called Kilesa Prinibbana. Anubhada Prinibbana, then after taking final Prinibbana, no more 5 aggregates, no more suffering. That means if he is very diligent and mindful, sure, then he is very close to Nibbana. Is it? He will attain Nibbana. Then he will escape from all suffering. Then the Buddha says this stanza to Bhikkhu Sangha. At the end of the stanza, Nigama Vasi Tissa became Arahanta together with 4 analytical knowledges. Then the other Bhikkhu also became Sotapanna. Many Bhikkhu also became Sotapanna, etc. Then by knowing this stanza, then you should be the one who is content, who is satisfied, who is very diligent and mindful with kusala. You should not be the one who is very lazy, is it? Who has no satisfaction, who is discontent. By knowing this stanza, then you should be able to follow the Buddha's instruction, then may you be able to attain Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana Pisya hotu. Sadhu, sadhu, anumodami. Sadhu, anumoditavam. Kamami kamitavam. Sukhi hotu, Nibbana Pisya hotu.